Your experience in the Israeli military, how did that impact your decision to get where you are today?
Being part of the intelligence force at the time really put together that discipline, that structure for me. I joined NATAL March 2023. That's 6 months before October 7th. If you don't know what trauma related to war and terror, if you don't know what PTSD is, it's something so hard to explain because you can't even see it.
October 7th, I mean, gosh, one of the most impactful events generations occurs. If you don't mind, walk us through that day.
I was woken up by my phone. It started ringing. It was my counterpart in Israel. And she said, "Good morning. We're at war. I'm sending you some things to read and call me when you're able to speak." At least I'm comforted by the fact that someone was there to answer those calls. Because that's having confidence, losing your faith, your country, basically, for many people. They didn't necessarily help them physically, but someone was there. I think at a moment of trauma when you're helpless and there's nothing you can do, to just have somebody be there with you is comforting.
You mentioned that a lot of folks lost faith in their country. Help us understand some of the details about going on that would have caused that.
I keep seeing all these documentaries come up, and we know the media plays with us, and we know the media knows what to present and not to present. But with that being said, Israel was attacked October 7th in the morning. Those are the facts. The government didn't react until, I could be wrong, but in my memory, it took forever for a reaction. NATAL knew that, identified that as the number one challenge at October 8th.
What has it been like for you to see some of this just craziness about support for the Palestinians and just bonkers stuff, in my opinion?
I think it's sad. I also think it's scary. I think everybody's entitled to have their own opinion, to act upon it, but not violently, and not in a way that diminishes someone else's opinion.
There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of ignorance out there. Let's just imagine for a second that you had like the whole world's attention for 30 seconds. What would you say? What would that be?
I would remind people that governments don't necessarily represent the people. It's a reminder to be human, first of all. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Once a decision is made, it impacts everyone.